Pardon me. Right. Speed drift. What's all that about? Right. Basically, you've got this little park that you walk around, and there's some cube puzzles. Uh, and that's about it. Let's have a look. I want to see how long it's going to take. What time we got now? Oh, I've got. Should have put my phone on charge. Oh, I'll do that in a sec. Right now, if you look at the trophies, just bear with me. I'm just going to be. There'll be a blue screen for a second, but you've got collect 10,000 items. That's not going to happen. Look at all mini models. Finished Egypt level. So you got Egypt, Arabia, Snow, Berlin, Space, which I've done because I finished the puzzle on that. Hotel. Egypt level, you've got twice. Finished the Egypt level and finished the Egypt level. Oh, sorry, that's to do it speedily. Yeah. There's even a platinum. Seriously. Right. Anyway, so basically, yeah, you come through your door and you can't go off the path. So it's extremely simple. What's I mean? You got Geronimo. Now, if there's more detail, if the park actually looked like it hadn't been built by somebody who's never played a computer game before, I mean, if you could come here and you could interact with that and something could pop up and you could see something of the story of Geronimo and it was a walking simulator, it still wouldn't be worth £16, $20. It's about $20, isn't it? I mean, some big statuary thing, not exactly very well done, stuck in a field. What the bloody hell's all that about? Really. You can't go in any of the buildings. I mean, these are actually detailed compared to some of them. I don't know. If you could get on the train and even go up and down the track a little bit, if there was something, some way of interacting with things, I mean, if I built this out of, I mean, this looks like it could be built out of Discovery. Certainly, I'm sure you'd be able to do it in Dreams. If I'd built this in Dreams, I would be pleased with myself because I'm not a games developer. And I'd be thinking, oh, I've put it together this little park thing. And people would probably pop in and go, oh, yeah, bloody hell, that's, for your first go at Dreams or something, that's, you certainly wouldn't expect them to pay you 16 quid to come in it, would you? And this is supposed to be, a proper games developers developed it. And they're selling it for proper money. Anyway, right, let's get these things out the bloody way. Right. So what you've got, basically the game is, the only game element really is these. You can't, I mean, there's things there that might have an interesting story, but there's nothing telling you about the items. Right, now, let me, if I can, no, so, right, so he doesn't come there. Probably the easiest way is just to follow him. Then I'm always going to be behind him, I mean, even this, okay, it's like a little, oh shit, little Pac-Man-esque type game. But, you know, yeah, it's alright. It's not exactly, I wouldn't say this was really well done, would you? How do those got the top to the two follow each other? I didn't mean to go there. Oh well. So yeah, so this is done like Pac-Man round a cube. I mean, you know, your block just about fits. Which makes it awkward to hide, but you know, I suppose it's alright. But basically this is the game. I mean, the other stuff's just bizarre. Holy shit. Okay. Right, let's follow him and get these bits. I think just do it in sections. Right, follow him and get that bit done. I mean, certainly not, yeah. I mean, Pac-Man was a fun game. I mean, you know, the sound design is virtually non-existent. I think there's 4 or 5 of these to do, and that's it. There we go. Right. Simon giving us some airs. I'm not sure why, not sure what that relates to, but... Right, how does that go? So that doesn't actually go... Basically you gotta just jump in as soon as that's gone up there. Oh yeah, bastard. Not much room for manoeuvre. Right, I'll do that one first. It's obviously the hardest. Yeah, that's the money shot, that one, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I know you've got to get that at the last, haven't you? Because that'll finish the game. Yeah. Right. She got the little red dots. Right. Wait for them to come up. There's one. There's a second. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. So easy to... Right. So one. There's the second. Right now then. So I'll just follow them round. I mean, presumably they've got the block that you're picking up the stuff with these, say, exactly the right shape for the, right size. You've got no room for manoeuvre. Because let's face it, if it was smaller, you could zip around easier. I'd have probably finished the old game by now. Right, then wait for them to come. There's the one, there's the other. There we go. Oh, that's one half of it done. Right, so E just goes... Oh, so it's following round. Right, where does that one go? Figure of 8? Basically, yeah. Oh, nearly done it. And let there be joy unsurpassed. Alright. How are you? It is, well, it's... The goal of this is to not buy the game. If you don't buy the game, then you've won. It's supposed to be something like, I don't know, like an amusement park or something, or God knows. With... Oh shit! This is the only game element. You'll see the rest in the bit. That one last bit just gets me. There's about 5 or 6 of these type of just little puzzles, little Pac-Man puzzles. And this is the only really game element in it. You're supposed to be able to walk around and look at attractions, but the attractions aren't very attractive. It's £16, which is... Oh, GT, this is... This is appalling. This is Miniwood VR. I'll try and do this puzzle. If I mess it up this time, I'll show you some of the amazing attractions that you can go and see. There's Big Ben. It's absolutely horrendous. It's this is the fun part. There's about 5 or 6 of these, and basically that's the game. 16 quid, I know. I was mugged. I saw Brian Paul play that VR robot, and I can't remember how much that wasn't a lot, and there was no gameplay in that, and I thought, you know, you've been robbed. But that looks like, you know, sort of best game in the world compared to this. But you know, to be fair, you haven't seen the attractions yet. You've got the Louvre, well, the opening of the Louvre. Right, let's see if I can... If I get to that red bit, I'm sorted. I'm just going to be really quick. Oh, I've done it, look at that. Well, I got all the things. There's none I missed, was there? Oh, I'll have to look that back. I'm not doing it again. Oh, yeah, I do like to support indie gamers, but seriously, you could do this in... knock this up in dreams. If you come out free, you'd play with it for 5 minutes and, you know, fair enough. £16. I mean, 16 quid, you can get Zing. I think Zing was £16, wasn't it? There is, you know, you can compare the two. Well, it cost me £16, and I think it was £17 overcharged. If they give me a quid, I'd play it. So, yeah, so that's like a Wild Westy thing. You've got a motel where, you know, you can walk up some steps. You can't go in any doors, but you can walk up some steps. You can't really go off the path. You've got a treasure chest, and is that supposed to be an ibis? Just sitting there. You've got your little pirate ship with the name of some Henry Avery. Well, that should be Avery. It was Avery, wasn't it, the pirate? I mean, if they'd got things that you could interact and it would, you know, bring up the story for these people. Emmanuel Wynne. Well, what was his name? Obviously, that wasn't his pirate name, was it? You know, if you could interact with it and it'd come up, give you a bit of a story about the pirate, you know, even then it wouldn't be worth 16 quid, but, you know. No, this is an unfun park. Steed Bonnet. No, don't know who you were. Henry Avery I've heard of. I think he was Blackbeard, but... Edward England. Edward England from Ireland. Fair enough. I don't know which pirate he was. You know, and... Christopher Moody. Thomas Chew. I mean, they've obviously researched some names of some pirates, but... Well, tell me about them then. Well, I suppose it happens, you know. I mean, that's... But, you know, I'd like to know a bit about him. Well, I think the quality check is just the frame rate. I don't think they actually check gameplay. Who? Is that the TARDIS? Oh, it was... the game basically is you walk around their amazing park and look at the attractions and get through a portal to play some fun games. Except for the attractions aren't attractive and the fun games aren't fun. I mean, we're now in Winter World. Woo! And you've got... Whoa, another cube puzzle. I think there's about 5 of these. I did the one. I've done one. It doesn't seem to be based on anything in particular. There's a French bit. Oh, no, let's see if I can do this. Right. Well, he just comes up to there, so... No, that's just my title of the stream. No, it's just called Miniwood VR. No, I was just seeing if I could find any fun. There's got to be some fun somewhere. And this is it. This is the fun. They should retitle it that. Oh, I mean, if you watch them and work out the patterns, you know, I'm sure you can. It is just a touch, isn't it? I'm not sure I'm going to do all these puzzles. My plan was... Yeah. Oh, you're going to miss out on Paris? Oh. Isn't it annoying when, you know, you've got to leave such an amazing stream to go and do work? I really don't think I can just sit down and do all those puzzles. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, the Tower of Hercules. I'll see you, GT. I'll take you to Paris. Where's Paris? Oh, it's over there. I mean, it's quite a big thing, you know. If they'd put some descriptions in, you know, you could interact with stuff. It still wouldn't be worth it, but, you know, you'd feel like you're at least getting something for your money. Oh, they're just so random. Yeah, I could see the big pyramid thing that's at the entrance to the Louvre. There you are. You've got the Eiffel Tower. For some reason, you've got Big Ben there. A very, very simplistic version of Big Ben and the world's worst. I think they were too cheap to even get any music. I mean, mysterious glass pyramid. Yeah, well, where's the mysterious glass pyramid? There you are. You've got the entrance to the Louvre. With, yeah. Presumably supposed to, I don't know whether they actually they can't represent pictures that are in there, surely. Oh, we got balloons outside. I never noticed them before. They weren't there last night. One thing is, if you play it at night, it's night time, and if you play it during the day, it's daytime. Oh, but I didn't say welcome offline. Thanks for dropping in. I was so engrossed in this. I mean, is that supposed to be the Mona Lisa? You know, I think it might be. And yeah, and that's Paris. You have got the metro. Yeah, wow. I mean, if, you know, somebody at school had done this as a project, you know, some like 10-year-old at school had done this as a project, you'd be really pleased with him. You'd think, yeah, you've done a really good job. If he asked you for 16 quid to play, you'd tell him to piss off. And send him to bed without any tea. Cheeky little get. I really don't think I've got to finish one of them puzzles. I don't want to. They're really, you know, if there was more sound in them, if they look better, there's just. It's just, this is mind-bogglingly bad. India Gate, now is that supposed to be the Taj Mahal? No, it's not the Taj Mahal, is it? Looks a bit like, obviously Marble Arch or the what's it? There's one in Paris, isn't there? Oh, not India Gate, the India Gate. Is that a spelling mistake? Oh, there is a big circular thing that goes bzzz. Yeah. You come in here and there's a little bit of music. Don't know if you can hear that. I mean, and there's a happy house. Don't know why he's happy. Sort of generic American Indian noises. I don't think this would even. Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing. I think this is the big thing for this game. Is if you've got children and you don't want them to play the VR because they're too young, give them this and tell them it's the best game on the VR. And after 5 minutes, I'll never touch it again. Water tower. I mean, oh yeah, there's a. Right, I'll have one more go at a cube puzzle. There's about 5 or 6 of these. But, really. Right, so he's just going backwards and forwards. Oh, they both are, they? Yeah. So they all just go backwards and forwards. So there's no. No, I don't think so. No, but I bet people. I mean, if you've looked at some of the stuff that people have done in Dreams, the beta, there's some, there's some good stuff. I think people have managed to do. I bet things in Dreams will be better than this. Right, no, they don't go all the way to the end that side. Right then. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. I wouldn't recommend this to somebody I don't like. I wouldn't be that cruel. So basically, that's it. That's the whole game. I was going to try and do all the puzzles, but no, I really can't be bothered. Even then, it's the only game part of the game, and it's just not fun. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to end the stream, delete this off my hard drive, and forget that I've ever seen it. No, this isn't anybody's game. Nobody. This isn't a game for anybody. I'll see ya. You take care. I'm going to stream a bit of Persistence. I haven't played that for a while, so I'm going to try and get my permadeath score down. But, when you think you can get Zing for £15, for, the same price as this, you can get an absolutely beautiful game that is amazing and one of the top games in PSVR. Yeah. I know, I feel getting dumber by the minute walking around this. So, I'm going to go. I mean, you got under construction. Please don't build any more of it. I mean, there's no You can hear a bit of people working there. There's no sound design. Oh, it's just an absolute... I don't know. An absolute joke. Right, that's it. What they should do is they should give this game... People who commit crimes and are in prison, they should be made to play this all day. They'd never commit crime again. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Try it a bit.